Hey guys, this is Warren from the Paladin Journal, and I am back again today with you guys for another G.I. Joe action figure unboxing video. And this time we are switching things around a little bit. I've had my kids pick out the next two figures that I'm going to open, and the first of these is a real doozy. It is a figure that we've opened before, kind of. It's a variant of that figure, and I think it is a really cool looking, good looking figure, and I'm really looking forward to opening this up. I've had this one for a while, just sitting in the closet, but I'm excited to see how everything matches up with some of the other figures that we've opened up recently. And without further ado, here is the reveal of the figure for you guys. This is the Python Patrol variant of the Crimson Guard. So this is something that I showed on screen in one of my recent videos. I was doing a comparison of the box art and the packaging. So as you can see, this is one of these the fully enclosed boxes that Hasbro was doing for a while. But from what I've read and what I remember, this does not go down well with a lot of people because this was prone to abuse. People would buy these figures, they would steal the accessories, steal the figures, put it back, return it, whatever. It wasn't being checked properly at these stores in the US. And so eventually, Hasbro just like got rid of it and they went back to, the open packaging, as you can see with the bat here, and you can see with the Baroness from the Snake Eyes movie here, and the Cobra Island Baroness. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to open this bad boy up. So just stick with me through the jump and we'll be right back. Cheers. Alright guys, so we are back after the jump now, and as you can see, I've gone ahead and unboxed the whole figure. Now he comes with the standard accessories, which is a big rifle, sword, pistol right here, and a dagger. Now the one thing that really jumped out at me when I opened this up was that the legs are offset a little bit, like the hinges for the legs, as you can see here. There's a bit of a gap right here. They should be a little bit further up. They're almost like right here, I'm not sure why that is. Maybe it's because of how they do the articulation for these things, but that is causing slight bit of an issue for me visually, and I'm not a fan of this. I don't think I've seen this in any of the other figures that I've opened, but it's definitely a minus on the action figure so far. Now, more than that, as you can see, the gun, the gun is a little bit, it's twisted, and so is the sword. Now, I don't know why that is, but I would hazard a guess that the reason is because of the packaging, and that is because all of these accessories that come with this action figure, they come in this box right here, which is inside of the big box, and the accessories were like just straight in with the usual poly, which is this one. So they were in this and they were just like in there. There was no bracing or anything for them. By which I mean, if you look at the Baroness or the Bat figures up top, here you go. If you look at these two figures on the sides, their accessories are inside the plastic, the clear plastic, and they're held in place. So that is one of the reasons why those things are sturdier out of the box, whereas this one wasn't, because it wasn't in some kind of a similar bracing pack, which it could keep the accessories straight and stuff. So these might have to get fixed at some point. Depends on how much I use it. It's probably gonna be my kids mostly. It does look really good though on the whole. The colors are really nice, and one thing I really like about the articulation is that it has the chest hinge right here. So the bending is quite easy. I'll go ahead and show you guys. This is not on all the figures, but it makes for a nice touch. You get a lot of movement with that. But that's the plus, right? On the negative, the arm and the leg articulations, they are really like tight. Like if I was to do the arm, it's like that. It takes a bit of work. It's not as apparent in the video, but it does take a certain amount of work. And same goes for the legs right here, which, like you really have to put effort. They're really tight. I don't know why. I would overall I would give the articulations themselves like a 5 out of 10. They are really bothering me, and I'm not a big fan. Uh, Overall, some really nice details. He has the Python Patrol patch on one arm. There are lots of different hinges, to add to the effect, so you can do a bunch of different poses. It's all pretty much mostly, standard stuff on these figures. One thing I'm not a fan of, in the overall design is that the sword, the scabbard, it attaches to the backpack here. I would have preferred if he had a scabbard on the side. So like instead of, place one for the dagger right there and one for the pistol right there, I would have preferred if there was, maybe a dual purpose or a solo attachment point like on either side of the thighs. The gun is fine. Not, I don't have any strong views either way on the gun. Other than, it's really annoying that it is so curved, like right out there. This is really bothering me. Might have to like at least put it under a lot of pressure so that it just naturally does that instead of me trying to twist it and maybe end up ruining it, which I don't want to do. It's a pretty decent figure. I'm really glad to add it to my collection, and it's Python Patrol, which we have a little bit of a theme going. There's this guy. There's the bat up top. I opened up the Python Patrol Trouble Bubble the other day, and so we have a small growing collection of that stuff. Although one of the collections, so to speak, I really want to complete within Classified is to get all the Dreadnoks. I don't think I have a single Dreadnok yet, so that's like pretty high on the agenda. Just it's a matter of availability and stuff. Uh, Overall, it's a pretty decent figure. Good accessories. A bit air on the articulation, but the design is nice. I would give this guy a 7 out of 10 or something. 7, maybe a 7.5, depending on how it holds up with the rest of the collection down the line. But I'm quite happy with this one. Colors are consistent in the range with Python Patrol with what I've seen, so that's another added plus there. And goes really nice with the other Crimson Guard I have, which I'll actually bring out. Give me a second, guys. And there you go. There's the two of them together. It's actually really nice to compare the two because, as you can see, the newer figure, it has a different chest joint, I believe. Yeah, she has a different hip joint where instead of the cutout right there, it's more like the stomach and the chest are different pieces entirely. So that's one thing. And the legs on her, they're not like a bit separated. They don't like naturally just fall down. I'm not explaining that well, but that is how it looks like. And as you can see, there is a bit of a height difference, which I'm not sure why there should be, but I mean, I guess it's the standard. The female characters have different heights. They're shorter for some stupid reason, but they have matching accessories and they look pretty good. And it actually makes me realize that maybe the scabbards should be different on these characters, particularly. Maybe have some more designs on them. Like, tell me, whoops, like tell me right here, if there was like a Cobra embossed logo here, it would look so badass. I think I would really enjoy that, personally speaking. Okay, let's put her back away. Focus back on our Python Patrol guy. So this is like one of those things where it's kind of like a troop builder kind of figure where you really want to get some more of these, and I would really like to get at least one more of each of these two figures, especially this guy, because you know it looks really nice with the different colors and everything, and I think that's really valuable to have in a collection. So anyways guys, that's my review of this particular action figure. Once again, this is the Python Patrol variant of the Crimson Guard. So he has the different colors and everything instead of the regular reds that these guys come with. It's pretty much in the name. And it's definitely a figure that I would look to get more of. So that's a nod in its favor. But either way, that's it for me guys. Stick around, leave a comment please, and like and share the video, subscribe to the channel, and all the usual yada yada, you know. So thanks guys, thanks for sticking. Bye.